I am making this in a hurry shortly after seeing that YouTube took down an extremely important video that upon a lot of research and disgust in the pit of my stomach, I had to make and post on this platform to spread awareness. The video they took down is the one where I discuss the gross and sickeningly vile community of writers on Archive of Our Own, a website where you can freely post fan fiction of any kind. And when I say any, I mean any. The type of writers and nature of the works I deemed disgusting in that video are the ones they involve pairings from a kids show, Miraculous Ladybug, the very show that my entire channel focuses on and analyzes in detail in most of my videos. As someone who reads a lot of Miraculous Ladybug fan fiction, sorting the Miraculous tag by newest works, I was hit with a certain genre of works every single day against my will, that I kept wondering how is even allowed on a website like that. These works you can still spot if you take a look at the Miraculous tag. These authors are pumping them out with zero end to this day. Said works depict pairings of adult characters with minors being assaulted in ways that I apparently can't talk about on this channel like I did in that video, but you get what ways I'm talking about. Pairings of characters that depict children and grown adults, whether it be parents, abusers or even little animal creatures. All of these writings coming from authors some of whom claim they don't support these kinds of relationships in real life. Yet everything they write and publish for everyone's innocent eyes to see under an innocent kid show's tag is not at all suitable for any place on the internet or the planet entirely, as they are disgusting on every single level. This is a silent issue that nobody talks about. In all the fandom discussions on how sexualizing child characters from a kid's show is disgusting, most people focus on fan art and barely anyone talks about this overwhelming amount of written CP. These so-called works that these people are publishing is what and who I criticized in the video that YouTube took down, and they are actively sexualizing minors or characters that depict minors from an innocent children's show, and their existence on that platform is not just harming the community, as well as giving them a voice and a place to share literal child porn, on arguably the most popular fan fiction platform where anyone, especially bright-eyed innocent children, can go on to read fan-made works of their favorite shows, and not just for minors who come across these unacceptable fan fictions. This is appalling for any sane person who comes across them. This is what I condemned as disgusting and evil and something that should be reported. As I searched for similar videos on this app prior to making that video, and nobody had made any videos that touch on this increasingly huge issue on Archive of Our Own. The closest videos I found on YouTube to this topic just focus on insane writing prompts as in goofy or just bizarre, and not a single soul had touched on the literal child porn, incest and bestiality, all for which are about children or animalistic creatures getting raped, if I am even allowed to say that word on this app. And that's why I took matters into my own hands. By me bringing awareness to this issue on this platform, more people can report and make sure these accounts have no place on the internet. Sexualizing minors, fictional or real, is something I am completely against. Not once in any of my videos or the video that was taken down for quote-unquote violating their child safety policies, and specifically quote-unquote sexualizing minors, did I sexualize minors in any way, shape or form. To say that me talking about the issue of child characters having been written about them on a public website where nobody on YouTube has talked about how big of an issue it is quote-unquote sexualizing minors, while all the authors I call disgusting for actively encouraging child porn on these platforms are still posting their works on that website with zero consequences or action taken, is a joke in itself. By saying I'm violating community guidelines for calling predators and child porn authors disgusting, you are giving them a voice. You are supporting them in their sick-ass work. This is disgusting on YouTube as part and ironic on so many levels. So it's okay when these sick motherfuckers post literal child porn in written form, but when I say it's disgusting and that we should all report it, I'm sexualizing minors. YouTube, I'm the one sexualizing minors? Did a fucking robot see my video without even clicking on it and decide I was sexualizing minors for bringing up the issue of ships in the fandom? The most upsetting part isn't even that I got a warning and how my channel will be affected if they falsely do shit like this on another video again. I don't care about that. What I care about is YouTube falsely accusing me of violating their policy by sexualizing minors when that never happened. I am saddened and horrified that this is a real decision that was made about a video that was actively fighting against sexualizing children. Every single second in that video was a text-to-speech voice talking about how people who sexualize minors in that way are disgusting failed abortions that walk among us and that we shouldn't let litter any platform. YouTube silencing me for calling these disgusting predators disgusting is beyond insane and unfair. There are all kinds of tags on Archive of Our Own where you can find unlimited child and barely anyone talks about it. There is no way I am the one only who noticed, and for the longest time I was shocked that this isn't a bigger deal for people who just went on that website to read a normal fan fiction to kill time. Groups of possible child predators gather in the comments under those disgusting works and say how amazing they are. Is this not a problem we should make sure disappears forever from these websites? How the hell is me bringing this issue on my channel that has never violated your policies and makes sure to speak on what I stand for? Minors. YouTube, answer me this, because in both the emails that I received, the first one announcing my video was taken down and the one after I appealed their decision as my video didn't violate any guidelines whatsoever 10 minutes later, they insisted that I violated their policy by once again sexualizing minors. This claim is increasingly false and I am appalled that someone with that much power over what videos are allowed and aren't sat down and completely overlooked the point of my video that was telling my audience to report these disgusting authors, and decided that I was the one sexualizing minors instead. YouTube, name one minor I sexualized in the video you took down. Just one. I will wait, because in both the emails I just talked about not once did they explain to me how I was sexualizing minors. Not a single quote from my video that was sexualizing minors in any way, because of course none of that was in my video to begin with. That video had been out on my channel for months and everyone was agreeing with my point that the authors in question are disgusting and should be stopped. So everyone in my comments is sexualizing minors too. Then, am I right YouTube? This is how crazy you sound. I can't argue that my video was very dark because obviously the issue or child sexualization in general, let alone in children's media, is a very dark topic and the video obviously wasn't meant for younger audiences as it was tagged not made for kids. As dark as the video was, I treated the subject matter with the respect it deserves and accurately described the horrific state that the miraculous community on this fan fiction site is in, without me putting any minors in danger or in a place where you can say I sexualized anyone. All I did in the video is talk shit about the people that write this shit. Talking shit about PDF files equals sexualizing minors. YouTube? Oh really? Explain this to me. How are you taking down my video where I said nothing wrong and not this video by Cyrus the Great who is actively sexualizing child characters from a children's show? Him calling the episode Elation. Wait for it. Fellatio? Him editing the scene where two children innocently kiss with moaning sounds? Or what about him sexualizing another child character time and time again in community posts by saying said child character should start an OnlyFans, a website where you can buy adult content, and saying all that as a man is his 20s? How is this not an offense of sexualizing children to you? But me being disgusted at the people who engage in that is. These are the people you allow on YouTube and think they don't violate your child safety rules. Correct? This is insane and disgusting on so many levels and I can't believe such a blatantly wrong and disgusting claim was made about a video where I do exactly the opposite of what you said the reason for the strike is. I am so incredibly upset at this, and as someone who has been assaulted by an adult as a minor, this is something very sensitive to me that I cannot believe I am getting accused of supporting in this claim. This is harming me, my audience and any minors out there who have actually been sexualized in videos that you allow on this platform that you do nothing about. If you clicked on this out of curiosity and didn't watch the video that was falsely taken down for a policy I never violated, just know it was me talking shit about pro-shippers and predators on this fuck-ass fan fiction site. And what did I get? It taken down. So we can't talk about anything important now. Do I think YouTube will gain even a single brain cell to realize the strike was completely disgusting and harmful for everyone involved? Not really. Do I think this video will do anything to work for my favor? Probably not. It doesn't matter what I say because YouTube have already made up their mind that my completely inoffensive video that tells my viewers to report content sexualizing minors and that it's disgusting and wrong, is actually sexualizing minors. Despite the entire video saying the exact opposite of that and fighting for a cleaner fandom tag for a children's show that's not 50% child porn that nobody bats an eye at. This is evil on YouTube's part, and I never want to hear about how you have policies and are advocating against child sexualization when you don't want the people on your platform to be aware of the horrors on other platforms where it's somehow completely normalized. If you look at the amount that is published every day, what did we learn today? Guys, if you make a video or post saying child is disgusting and should be reported. You are sexualizing minors. But if you actually encourage sexualizing minors and are actively doing it, nothing is wrong with your video and you're good to go. Am I right, YouTube?